Right, let's see. Take two. We tried to do the first one, but I started coughing my fucking lungs out. I don't really think you guys need to be ear raped this early on in the episode.
You do not want to hear that. That's why you shouldn't vape, guys.
No, do not vape. So as you can tell, we're missing our third musketeer. Mr. Everall's on holiday catching them rays, aka birding his little arse off, becoming a freaking crustacean.
He'll still come back paler than both of us.
Yeah, he's that's the worst part. So yeah, welcome to a two-man duo. We should just talk about two-man teams, weren't we, as well?
We were. We could speak about that as well.
Yeah, we'll have a little chat about that. So basically, just kind of like give a little quick update. James, you said like we've already kind of had a little catch up because it's actually been a little while since we've chatted. But you've said you've kind of just like you're just doing your normal thing right now, aren't you?
Yeah, just doing my normal thing, like continuing online coaching. I've been to a few festivals. Like last weekend, I went to my uni summer ball.
Yeah.
Real. The weather at the moment's been unreal, so it's class. And then the weekend before that, I went to a festival in Bristol called Love Saves the Day. It was decent. However, it did start to rain halfway through, so it did kind of ruin the vibes. But we still hacked it the whole week, the whole day, and it's still like a decent experience.
We move.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and then for me, I went to Graphics album release party just this last Saturday, and it was fucking sick. Very small venue. It must have only been like maybe like 100, like 200 people tops, maybe like 150 people, like maybe even less. Man, honestly, it was fucking very small rave. But it was pretty cool. It was very up close and personal. Got to like see Dimension, Krakota, Fred V, Graphics, all like face to face. Ruth Royal as well. Like it was pretty like it was pretty like intimate like rave, I'd say. So that was pretty cool. I've never done that before. And it was just me and Cameron. We just two-manned it, which kind of like leads us on to like obviously as we were saying about doing two-man things, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to chat a little bit about what we were saying about two-man raving?
Yeah, I reckon we should. Because we basically, before this call, we were speaking about how good going to an event or whatever you're going to just with two people rather than like a big group, because it can just be like a different kind of vibe and a lot better, can't it? Like,
go wrong with a smaller group, I think, as well.
Yeah, like you don't have to worry. Like sometimes when you go out, like with a lot of people, you always split it down into a few, like a little 2-man, 3-man group.
Yeah.
It just gives you like less to worry about, and you can just enjoy yourself. Like obviously, there's nothing wrong with going with more people. Less hassle.
Yeah, it is. I think like the only time we managed to keep our whole group together, more or less, was probably Return to Dance. But like, there were points where people did like break off and stuff, but like more or less we were all together. Apart from the end of the evening when I left with my madam for the evening.
Oh yeah.
Middlehole. Classic Middlehole.
Oh, what a lucky girl.
So yeah, definitely was an experience. I've never done a two-man rave before. I mean, me and Cam went to Weekend in the Woods together, and we kind of like did the majority of the rave us together. But also Mo went and Dion went and stuff. So like even obviously even the Graphics fucking Mo popped his fucking face out the little cunt. So that it was like this was more of a two-man rave, I'd say, than the last one was, because like we did the majority of it by ourselves. But it was a pretty sick experience, to be fair, and I would do it again. Have you done a two-man thing before?
Yeah, like loads of times, like uni nights out, like events. I've done 2-mans, but I feel like you have to do it with someone that's on the same vibe as you.
100%, yeah.
Like if they're not on the same page, like they've got to be putting themselves out there. They've got to have fun and just live it for like the 9, like not just being boring, because there's only 2 of you. So if one of them's not on it with you, then it's not going to be a good night.
Dickhead.
What?
It makes both of you look like dickheads, because it makes the other guy look really quiet. It makes the other guy look really loud, so it just doesn't look good.
Yeah, exactly. It just defeats the object of having a good time. So you've got to do it. Rule number 1, you've got to do it with one of your best mates that's on the same page as you. You've got to go for it.
Yeah, if one of you's on Clark and trying to pull, the other one isn't, that's usually doesn't end well, because like the other one just feels like he's being like lugged around as a fucking like, makeshift wingman. Because then he doesn't get any action, so he.
Exactly. Like if you're gonna find girls, take your mate with you and find 2 girls.
Yeah, it's got to be. You got to do it. It's like it's got to be like a 2-pair team. Like if you're going in a group of 2, otherwise you just feel like never ends well. And I feel like you 2 would just be on 2 different vibes potentially the whole night. Not necessarily that I go to drum and bass events to pull, because like if I was going to an event to pull, a drum and bass event isn't like the venue where you go to pull. Like granted, you probably end up rolling your eyes off and fucking like kissing some gal, but like generally they're probably not the sort of girl you would go for potentially on a normal night out, or if you're even sober.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I mean, James, I mean, you've had one of those recently, haven't you, mate?
Don't speak at that night, but
Hey, no.
I got grabbed, and that's the last of it.
You got claimed. It was so fucking funny.
It was a funny night.
I'd say probably only one gal that I've pulled in like a drum and bass night. I would say I would try and pull if I was sober, or like not even like not like that, but like if I wasn't at a drum and bass rave per se. Say one. Not like not that there's loads to choose from, but like like from my experience, I'd say probably one, which is still like low on the ratio scale.
Yeah, that's usually like small guys anyway, but they're just there to get absolutely mashed and
the really skinny fucking like pills every weekend, stoners, cigarettes, like kind of like people, but they're all banter, so it's all jokes.
It means when we go, like we got huge because the majority of them don't go gym. Like D&D people, they're not. They don't tend to be that big.
Hey, look at me next to fucking Fed V, mate. This man looks so fucking small next to me. Wait, let me crop cab out. Sorry, G. We just get a what the fuck.
Yeah, he looks tight.
V met me, mate. To be fair though, he has obviously commented on my my drum and bass Instagram before, which was quite cool.
That's quite big.
I got seal of approval on a double, which I was very happy for. Yeah, don't worry, guys. One day you'll be seeing me on stage. I'll be getting every viewer of the fucking every viewers of the fucking on guest list, mate. Will be sending big sessions.
The Mega Mall.
Yeah,
and there at the front.
Exactly. Maybe I'll throw a Mega Mall festival, bro.
That'd be sick.
Big women only, like Ali G. Good big ones.
Yeah, that would be class as well.
Yeah, mate. I feel like we've sidetracked a bit.
Yeah, we have. We've only been doing it for a bit. We've already sidetracked.
Yeah. I do have to throw one more thing into my sidetrack. So I've kind of added something to my grand like plan over the next like 10, 20 years.
Yeah, go on.
So as you know, I said I basically want to do obviously bodybuilding until I'm like 35 tops. And then after that, like I do want to like then basically just commit fully to being like doing like drum and bass stuff. I'll still probably online coach and that stuff because that'll be my main source of revenue. But like the idea is I do want to transition to being like a professional DJ. So what I've said was that when I start my prep next year, or pretty much when I start prep next year, as one of my outlets of like to be creative, I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up production. So I'm going to start producing music. Because obviously, like then every prep, when I've got lots of time where I need to sit still and not move and be like a laptop, whatever, I can practice production. Because realistically, to get the big sets and generally to get like really recognized and respected, you have to produce music, not just mix it. And I've like made music before, like when I was in my band in like year 7, 8, whatever. But like, I'm not saying that's going to carry over whatsoever to music production, but like I have that creative switch, if that makes sense, to do that. So I'm pretty excited to do that, to be honest.
That will give something to put your mind to and like a different goal. Like you don't have to go out for that. It's going to be something different. Obviously, you're going to be on prep. You need something else that's not gym related to keep your mind fit.
Yeah, exactly. So it should be good. And if I make some fucking bangers as well, it should be jokes.
Yeah, exactly. And then you can play your own tunes as well, which is
yeah, exactly. Yes, that's probably one of the things I'm most looking forward to is like playing tunes that, like to people for the first time, seeing the reactions. Because like when I mix and stuff, like it's a completely different thing. Like one of the reasons I know like I want to DJ is because like whenever I see like DJs playing now that I know, like, and I see these people on these stages, like they look up from the decks and then you can see they're so excited to see their reaction. That's the same people like when I mix them in my utility room or whatever, like it's a completely different thing if I was with the boys at Pirate. Like I play so much better to a crowd because I get excited to see how people react.
Yeah, one of the best feelings is that as a DJ is having the power to play your music and make people like get gassed. Like
how you do is depend on how good a night people have.
Yeah, like that's crazy having the power of that.
And when I'm on a night out with a group of people, I'm always someone who like I like to make sure the group is all having a good time anyway. So like it's sort of like that, but on a much bigger scale because their whole night depends on you playing well.
Exactly. Like, imagine doing that at a festival. Like, you're doing it with thousands of people. Like, it's crazy.
Imagine if you gave someone like the best day of their life, mate, because they just like they had a sick day, like they went and heard sick music, met their like the love of their life, and like all this kind of shit, and then like they did it all in the day, and they'll be like, I remember when he played that set.
That's going to be like a core memory for them. Like, you're creating core memories.
That's what I mean. That's what I think. I think that's one of the like the things that people don't really think about when they think of like producers, music artists in general, is like the reason why music makes so much money is because people tire people tire like certain songs and certain things to like your own lives and different points in your life. So I think people like think, well, how does making a sound, anyone can make a sound, but how does making a sound make so much money?
Because music affects your emotions. Like, people have emotional attachments to every single song. So like, it's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. And as humans, we're the only species really on the planet that can like basically like have that correlation, if that makes sense. Because you think other animals, sounds is just a sound, and then for them that's like a whatever. But for us, we can distinguish obviously and actually like. I don't know. I'm really trying to like make like I've got an idea in this head of how I'm trying to explain this, but it's not working very well. Yeah. Basically, I'm waffling out my ass now, but no, it was I would say like for me like after like especially after going like to these like more personal raves and you can like see what they're doing and stuff, like it just gets me gassed, mate.
You just know you can like eventually do that. So
thing is, I know I'm already ready. I know I could do that now. Like I know my mixing skills are that good now. Now it's just a case of just getting a fucking set.
Yeah, you just need to do what like kind of Mo and Dion did and get like a local place that will have you like each week.
Yeah, we have the Anslope here, to be fair, which is in Wickham, but I might have to try and start thinking about pursuing that. But yeah, right now I'm trying to focus on like doing bodybuilding and online coaching and whatnot as well.
Yeah, exactly. So as soon as you get your foot like a step in the door, like and then it can easily blow up so quickly.
Yeah, once I'm like in a stable place with online coaching and like I'm not doing in-person PT anymore, I've kind of got that bit extra time. And I've kind of like made it as an online coach per se, to a point where I'd say like it's like obviously it's my biggest form of like income and it's full-time revenue, whatever now. I would say like then I'll probably start thinking about investing more time to that, but so you don't want to spread yourself too thin.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, should we actually go on to the fucking topic of this podcast?
Yeah, let's go on to it.
So we haven't even fucking said what it is yet. So basically, my phone's burning up, mate. Basically, we're going to talk to you about simple strategies, like 1 or 2 strategies you can apply to each social media platform to help, obviously, you grow them. Obviously, me and James aren't exactly like, we're not
the biggest following. Like,
yeah, we haven't got many subscribers, but like, I'd say the followings we do have are still rather like interactive per se. Like, I know I've I know quite a lot of my followers now, like, since they follow me, like, I've got quite good, like, interaction with my following per se. So in that case, we do have a good following. We must have done something right to have people invest that much into our individual journeys.
Yeah, exactly. We literally became mates because Josh's Instagram, and I used to watch his YouTube series, and then I just messaged him about it. Then he didn't follow me back the first time, little snake.
That's it. I don't follow people unless I've met them generally.
Yeah, and then like
apart from like obviously like big like social media influencers, like generally I don't follow anyone back.
Yeah.
Like a personal thing, that's a fucking like that's a business move, bro.
Exactly, and that's why I just kept messaging you, and then we were like, then you were like, oh, this guy's actually all right. Let me follow him back.
Stud. I mean, let me see what this guy's saying. Maybe we can team up, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly what happened. We teamed up.
It literally is, and then the rest is history.
I'm gonna plug my laptop in because it's gonna die.
Yeah, that's good.
Catch it.
And then we literally had me and Josh had a gym session, and then since then I can't get rid of him. We'll be mates. So.
On your ass you never wanted.
Pardon?
I'm like the leech on your ass you never wanted.
Yeah, exactly. And then we just bonded since then. And yeah, to be fair though, like I always knew we were going to be good mates because we were into the similar things. We watched like similar people, and like we were literally doing the same shit. So there's no reason why we weren't going to be good mates. Yeah, no,
I knew kind of like after like once we kind of broke the initial ice, I know after like 10 minutes, like I was like, okay, this boy's got potential to be an absolute G.
Exactly. You know, when you can just instantly tell, like after a few like.
Do you know what's funny? I think I remember the exact moment as well when I was like, yeah, all right then. It was when what we were training push, weren't we?
Yeah.
It's when we were on the prime incline press. That's when I kind of at that moment I remember something happened. I was like, okay, yeah, this. I remember you said something or whatever, and I was like, yeah, okay, this wavelength.
I just remember when we finished our session, then we just sat outside for ages. Like, oh, Leon, you know this one?
I had to go to work, and I was just sitting there, fucking, just on Instagram, chilling there. Great.
Class.
But yeah. Anyway, I track it again, mate. So if we just start off with probably I would say which is like the most popular like out of them, which is I'd say is Instagram in terms of what you get in terms of like the money you can make from it, and obviously like how difficult the algorithm is. I'd say like that's probably like somewhere in the middle, because like I'd say YouTube obviously shittest algorithm, highest return.
Yeah.
TikTok's the reverse of that. I'd say Instagram's like sort of like somewhere in the middle.
I'd say TikTok's nearly overtaken Instagram though. In terms, you can earn a lot from TikTok as well.
Yeah, obviously it's growing now, but like it's still such a new platform.
Yeah, 100%.
So we'll start off with we'll go Instagram, we'll go TikTok, and we'll finish with YouTube. So what would you say is maybe one or two in particular tips that you can think of to help people potentially grow their social media platform that is Instagram?
I'd say because Instagram is changed, like if you go back to 10 years, like it's completely different. Like pictures were the main kind of thing that would do well, but now it's starting to change to kind of like keep up with TikTok and change kind of like video format, and reels are the kind of thing that they're starting to push. So I'd 100%, if you do want to grow like a quick basis, is try focus on having a mix of reels, photos, and using all the Instagram features. Like not just sticking, obviously most people know Instagram just for the picture feature, but if you stick with that, it's quite hard to grow because you don't get any, you don't hit the right algorithm.
Yeah, unless you're some really good looking girl, in which case you can do absolutely anything and grow.
Yeah, if you're a female, just get your baps out and you'll grow.
Yeah, baps, tits, any of it. It'll use. That's basically it's really sad that we joke about that, but that's literally
it's true. Like, it's actually frustrating.
Exactly.
But,
well, when I get my fucking baps out, I don't get fucking shit, mate.
Yeah, exactly. Like I've tried. It only takes us so far.
It does. Yeah, you just get all the wrong crowd.
Yeah, exactly. Like you do get some.
Barking up the wrong tree, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'd say a mixture of pictures and reels.
Yeah, definitely. And you just got to be like consistent with it.
Definitely. I'd say for me, one thing is pay attention to the quality of the content you're posting in terms of literally like the quality of it. Like, are you taking pictures with your phone? Are you focusing the shot before you take it? Are you like filming in HD? Like all these things make a difference, because like, and if someone clicks on your profile from the get-go, it needs to be like visually stimulating, like it needs to be aesthetic. Otherwise, if you click on it, you might have like tons of followers, but then like they look at the pictures and they may be a bit crusty. You could automatically just click off the profile because you just think, oh, whatever. Versus you click on, you see people with followers, but like, or even people with like less followers, but really good quality, like aesthetically pleasing, like page, and you're more likely to look through it, because like in a day, like who doesn't like looking at something nice versus something shit?
And literally, Instagram is a visual app. Like it's literally all visual, to be honest. So you need to make sure it's high quality, and it's better uploading maybe less frequent, but your quality's better than uploading really frequently, but your quality's trash. You're gonna get more people follow you.
Yeah, because people won't look at the likes; they'll look at like, because obviously like that's one of the reasons obviously Instagram have given you the feature to be able to hide your likes now, because like you might be posting like potentially really really cool like pictures, but because you haven't got many like, because like it hasn't got many like, you know, like, because if you go on like the explore page, if you click on it, it's got that doesn't show you a like counter, but you see a really nice picture, you might think that account's got maybe like hundreds of thousands of followers, but in reality it's only got like 5K.
Yeah, it's like the likes don't really matter nowadays. Like that's very irrelevant.
It's about followers to your following ratio, and then literally just like the quality of the content now, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely content.
Yeah. Have you got another one?
I'll say that. Well, I'll say this one is a good one. You just need to create content that you actually enjoy as well, and don't just do it for the sake of it. Because I've done this in the past. Like create content that's gonna do well, and then it doesn't do well, and you'll get so pissed off at yourself that you made it just for a video. Like you just need to post things that you like, that you can keep posting, that you actually want to make. Because the worst thing is creating content for the sake of it.
Definitely. I've just had a couple more ideas, but like they're pretty applicable to everything. So I was gonna say is oh fuck, it's just left my head, hasn't it? It just has left my head. Oh yeah, routine uploading. If you can be in a like literally in an exact routine with uploading, it will favor you tremendously on any algorithm, whether that's once a week, twice a week, once a day, whatever the particular algorithm is. Generally, just do find yourself put yourself in a uploading schedule that's adherable. So don't do something that's like unrealistic, like posting five actual posts a day. Make something that's one relevant to the algorithm and two obviously adherable as well, because otherwise you'll just won't enjoy making it and you'll just stop eventually. And then I had another one, but that one's definitely lost into the fucking that lost in the abyss, mate. Yeah, so another one particularly for Instagram. Oh, yeah, I remember the other one. This is going well, mate. Interacting with your interactions. So commenting back to all comments, liking comments, reposting other people's stuff, reposting your stuff, basically being as like friendly on the app as possible.
Yeah.
In terms of interacting with other accounts, because the more you repost people's stuff and people repost your stuff and their comments and all that kind of stuff, that all adds up massively, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely, like just engaging with others.
Because Instagram or whatever app will green flag your account basically, and be like, this person drives us a lot of business in terms of literally like viewership accounts made, posts and whatnot. That I reckon they do have a system where you get almost like green flag to be encouraged different, a larger income of new people.
Yeah, definitely.
Like it's like, especially like the YouTube suggestion page. Like you're on there, like if you're posting something super controversial, but it gets like a lot of interactions, you end up on the most random suggestion page.
Yeah, no, ideally that's the page you want to be on, because if you get on there, you're in the money.
Yeah, well, I think so. Some guy commented on my YouTube video, like not my last one, but one before, and he said, he's like, just clicked on your thing because he came up on like the side suggestion, like when you're watching a video. He's like, just clicked on it, and I watched your video, and I thought you had like 20,000 subs. It's like the quality of the content like was as good as someone you'd expect to have a lot more followers.
Yeah, that's literally a massive compliment, though, isn't it?
Exactly, and like obviously he'd been watching fitness videos, and then mine would have would have popped up. But he's like, yeah, I didn't even look at the amount of like views I had, whatever. I just clicked on it, and like he was like, I was heavily surprised, and that obviously again leads back to obviously like having good quality content.
Yeah, quality is key.
I feel like a lot of these are going to overlap, but there are Instagram's in that one way like it relates to YouTube, but it relates to like TikTok because it's in that mid ground. Obviously, there are some things that will absolutely not apply to TikTok and not YouTube, I reckon.
Yeah, I'd say the only different one compared to like that's very different is TikTok because it's just so new.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, so TikTok, what are some key strategies? TikTok frequency. Like if you upload once a day, you will do well. Like there's a girl that I know, James will know who I'm talking about. So yes, yeah, she's like she started following me when she had about like 20,000 followers, and I was like, oh, fair enough then. So I followed her back, whatever, and then literally she's it wasn't that long ago. Like she jumped up to 70,000 subs like last week, and she's getting another like 15,000 because she posts like fucking 5 times a day. Like I can't keep up.
Yeah, literally, if you can do it, like the best way to grow is post like 3 to 5 times a day if possible. Because the best thing about TikTok, because their algorithm, your videos always get posted to new people. That's why it's so crazy to grow.
Yeah. I would say as well, one that's applicable to YouTube, just because it's come. I just want to do it now while I remember. is titling. How important titling is. You've got to use the right words, like clickbaiting and shit. Like you've got to use the right words because that can like completely separate your video. Versus that's not applicable to TikTok because it doesn't really put you put the caption in TikTok.
Yeah, exactly.
That's massively with you, and it doesn't matter with Instagram what caption you put, but for YouTube, your whole video, like someone again, with the whole aesthetic thing potentially of a thumbnail, whatever you title it can make or break whether someone clicks it.
Yeah, I forgot about that's a good one actually because like remember loads of people back in the day used to do like something challenge gone wrong, like and then instantly click.
We almost died. You've done that one.
Yeah, literally, I've done so many. Like that is what you got to do to get the views because people see that it's just like a little. What's that? Oh, what's that? Maybe I'll click on it.
Yeah, so you've been using clickbait or using a keyword that gets searched a lot, like full day of eating.
Yeah.
Like that kind of stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to do that one while I was fresh in my mind.
Yeah.
Give me 5 minutes, it would have been long gone, mate.
I did a full day of eating yesterday.
Oh, did you? There you go. Just do, or maybe the ultimate clickbait: full day of eating gone wrong.
Yeah. In public.
Naked.
Yeah.
That would just do so well.
Yeah.
Fuck it out.
Yeah, one time, speaking of this topic, sorry to interrupt you. Joe Fraser, you did this skinny kid bulking up series. I literally did the exact same thing. It banged views, but I literally had his name in the title as well because it was his thing, and I did it for like 3, 4, 5 episodes. But people started getting onto me because they're saying you're not actually that skinny, mate. but that's my most viewed videos. So it literally works.
Yeah. Fair enough, then. So yeah, so frequency with uploads.
Yeah.
Another one. Trends are like, they're not as big a thing on Instagram or on YouTube, but definitely trends are a massive thing on TikTok.
Yeah,
you got to use and like abuse them basically. Like you just even like I know for me personally, I struggle to do the trends because I'm like, this isn't the reason I'm making content. Like this isn't me, and I don't want to make content that isn't me. Huh?
Some of them are a bit cringe. I can't lie. That depends.
Yes, I mean. So I was like, I don't want to make content that's not me whatsoever. Like I can't do that to myself. So like I just pick and choose very like I do. You know me. Like I might do the odd trend once a month. But like, even though I don't necessarily want to do them, I know I need to do them. So I found a way around it, and that's just like either put my own spin on it, or just doing the ones which are just like non-cringy and which ones I would post anyway. So like just me being an absolute thirst trap of a whore.
Yeah, like that picture one that you did 1,000,000 times.
the focusing one, mate.
Yeah.
Mate, I do bits in that though, so I don't care.
Yeah, that's an actually decent trend to be fair.
Yeah. But no, yeah. So yeah, I would say trends, upload frequency, keep that high. Maybe a couple more. What else can we do for TikTok?
I'd say short form content. There's got to be short form on TikTok because people they want to see what's happening within 2 to 3 seconds. You need to get like them hooked.
You can post like 3-minute videos now, can't you?
Yeah, but nobody really does that.
So like, but honestly, if a clip's longer than 15 seconds, honestly, like every second after 15 seconds potentially could take away like good chunk of views.
Yeah, exactly. But
no matter how sick the content you posted. Like for example, I just posted my my Barcelona fucking like montage trailer. I posted that on TikTok and it got like 200 views, even though like you've watched it, James. It's fucking sick.
Yeah.
It gets me so gassed for life. Ridiculously gassed. If you haven't seen it, go and like it on my TikTok right now at Josh Mitchell. But yeah, like that should like realistically, like if that was like shorter, it would have done so much better.
Yeah.
But I still post it because I was like, I know like it will accrue views over time. Like when people click on my profile and they want to like they scroll through my stuff and they'll click on that. So it's not as bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Vibe Chemistry liked it. That's pretty good.
That's it.
Yeah, fucking mate, I love that man. Like him as a person makes me fucking freestyle. Like that picture I've got of him from fucking Barcelona is like one of my favorite things I think I've ever taken in my life. Whereas I have to find this again. It makes me fucking wet myself every time. man's Vibe Chemistry's got a vibey hat on. His sunglasses aren't even on properly. Neither is his hat. His hat's like half on, half off. His eye, like his glasses was like tilted like this. Like he was so fucked up. It's one of the best things I've ever seen.
It's giving me a good laugh.
Featuring Jameson. The proud owner of 2 big packs of fags. So yeah, I think like, do you want one more for TikTok? Nah.
Yeah, that's probably enough for TikTok. So we finish on YouTube.
YouTube, we've obviously done one, which is obviously titling. Two, I'd say it's not a strategy, but it's something you need to be wary of, and that's something I've been saying to James quite a lot recently, and that is just patience.
Yeah.
Like you need don't like just because you're not getting thousands of views off the bat like you would on TikTok on your first video, don't be disheartened that like you're getting absolutely like 20, 30 views. Like
YouTube is a slow burner.
Fucking slow burner, but it's worth it if you stick at it. Like if you're making like, especially like me and James, we've kind of got a bit of a head start because we haven't had to go through the process of like making really shit content from the. I mean, I don't know about you, but like I don't think there's been a video I've been like that's like bad content.
Yeah, I know.
So like yeah, posting like as we said before, like potentially content you'd expect to see on like a bigger page. If as long as you're posting that and you stick at it and give it time, it will like eventually like your break will happen.
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of people just do like they push out and they quit because they don't see instant return. They don't get instant gratification.
people just want it then, but like it doesn't happen like that on YouTube.
Anything anything with a big reward is worth waiting for.
Yeah, exactly. And did you see what George did about it? He did a story about this, about like he was uploading so frequently and not getting anything back from the return on his investment.
He said he was only uploading like 3 to 4 videos a week,
Yeah.
all like 30 minutes.
So
And now he's just doing like 2 times a week, like 20 minutes, sub 20 minutes. And he said that his viewers have gone up like a tremendous more amount.
yeah,
They like I feel like it doesn't really matter so much what you get on one video, it's about what you get consistently, isn't it?
yeah, exactly. Because you just want people returning back, obviously, to continue watching videos.
Yeah. It's definitely quality over quantity with YouTube, 100%.
Yeah, literally.
Like I'm on track right now to have done like 50 videos this year.
Yeah,
That's kind of like a goal for me is to make it's technically like 52 videos for if you also do one a week. So basically my goal is to have uploaded. But not obviously, I'm not saying that obviously I might like there might be weeks where I won't release one, but I'll double upload the week after. Like as long as I've released 52 videos come January 31st, 2023. For me, that's a massive milestone because that's like that's a lot of work, mate.
That's a lot of content. Think how long it takes to make a YouTube video.
I know, but that's the thing. I feel like I've done it because I've been doing these series. It's forced me to like get into a good upload routine and like filming routine. Like I'm really quick and like turning over videos now, which is good.
Yeah.
And just because I'm constantly like it feels like I haven't stopped filming like since just before like my boss prep. Like, because I've been picking up sometimes the camera 2-3 times a week.
Yeah, that's decent.
To be fair.
Yeah, it does help a lot.
Yeah. So yeah, patience is like it's not a strategy, but it's a skill if you want to make it in the game of YouTube.
Yeah, definitely.
Thumbnails are a massive thing for YouTube as well, just as important as the title, because you look at the picture and you look at what it says underneath. Generally, you probably look at the picture before you look at the title.
Definitely, they've got to be like eye-catching and decent.
Yeah, that's probably something I definitely invested a lot more into this series. Was like when I did my prep series for like last year. I just clicked on the auto-generated like thumbnails, the one that just looked the least cringe or whatever, like the least like bad, because you've seen some of them they create are so funny, but they're like you like going like, oh, it's like for fuck's sake, I can't put that as a thumbnail. So this time around, I actually invested time into doing my own thumbnails individually for each video. And I think that made a difference, definitely.
Yeah, it definitely helps out because what people see and that in the title, and they decide whether they're going to click on it or not.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, YouTube's much harder.
Yeah, it's difficult. Like, it's very difficult. But the good thing about YouTube, when you have like a good night or something somewhere, you have it documented. It's like documenting your life. It's like when you are older, you can actually look back on it.
Yeah, because even if you don't make the content to make money, even if you make it for yourself, you've still got something there, don't you?
Yeah, like you don't want to have the goal in mind to make money because you're not going to make money for a long time.
I can't wait for like in 20 years' time, like to watch back my Barcelona Part 1 video, because honestly, that's like my favorite thing. That's my favorite video I've ever edited.
Yeah, that's it.
What it comes out tomorrow. I've done it for like 5 p.m. because I was like, I don't want it too late in case people are going out that night, whatever. So I thought 5 p.m. would be a good time. But yeah, watch it honestly. Like I had so much fun editing it. and it really does feel like you're coming along as like as an extra person, like because Cam watching is like, yeah, that was fucking sick.
They're always the best videos where it's like an experience.
And it was funny. It's actually made me appreciate and enjoy the trip more.
Yeah.
Even though it's done.
Because you actually have you have decent like whole video of it. Like that's so cool. Like a cool memory. You have a video of it.
Yeah, like there's also a ton of behind the scenes stuff which I've made at home, but that's really funny as well. So I've literally got the whole weekend, literally like what you like, the front of it and like the behind the scenes stuff as well. It's just funny.
Oh, just like the video of the Ministry of Sound video. I love watching that back. Like that makes me
get the gas for Summer Bear as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a night, mate. What a night.
What a class, man.
Have you booked any of your events yet? Think you're coming with us?
Only on the Brighton one.
Just the Brighton one. That one would be jokes.
Yeah.
That's that one. We'll vlog that one 100%.
That'd be sick. Because I'm going Marbella early 5th of July, and that's going to be spenny. So depend how much money I have after that.
Thing is, right? Yeah. Well, good thing about the Brighton one is it's going to be quite cheap because we're all just going to drive down in one car. And I'll drive us all back that evening, so I'm not really going to do anything. So like, it's not. I'm kind of going to enjoy the music more than anything. Like, because we'll save like so much money on fucking hotel and shit. It's a pretty cheap day basically. Like, it shouldn't be more than you shouldn't spend more than £50 during the actual day, including travel.
Oh, dude, that's sound.
Because you think it's like an hour and a half drive from my place, and then it'll be about probably half a tank of petrol, which is obviously now is fucking so much money.
Yeah, but with us in the car, if it would give you money,
if we're splitting at five, if we're splitting I think it'd probably end up being £40. If we split £40 5 ways,
yeah, exactly.
It's chips, mate, and then realistically, you might buy food when you're there. If you do, obviously, it probably costs you back 10 quid for a burger.
Yeah.
But yeah, it shouldn't be an expensive day, which would be nice. The most expensive part will be the ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that should be pretty jokes. Some gas for that.
That'll be a fun day.
Yeah, and Charlie said he's now coming to Electric City. Because he wasn't sure because it was also the same weekend as George's show. Sorry, mate, can't make it to show because we already had something booked, unfortunately. But yeah, he's after seeing Anna at Park Life, he was like, "Oh, I really want to fucking go." Because that'll be the only festival he goes to this summer. So he's like, "I really want to fucking go." I was like, "Let's go."
Yeah, if I come to that, I'll just get a resale ticket late.
Yeah, just get last minute ticket, mate. That's what we did. We got our tickets for Return to Dance on the fucking Wednesday, and it was on the Sunday.
You just go on Ticket Swap, and there's always people selling stuff. So and they sell them cheap as well.
Yeah, it's a gamble because you might get a ticket which is cheap, or you might get a ticket which is expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you just decide by at least a couple of days out, so you've got to get a ticket. Basically, you'll know that month if you're able to anyway. So
I'm in Marbella for a whole week.
Yeah. Yeah. And drinks are expensive. Drinks aren't too expensive in Marbella.
Yeah, it's like a mini Ibiza nowadays.
Yeah, word, fair enough.
But nah, it's gonna be sick though. I'm gassed for that.
Decent. Right. Well, I think that's a good place to wrap up at 40 minutes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of waffle in there, but
there's a decent amount of value as well.
Yeah, it's not too bad. And we were a bit stuck on what topic to do because we don't want to do anything we feel like we're leaving Charlie out of. Yeah. But we thought, okay, well, if we ever touch back on this topic, we can always let him then give his peace of mind on it. But yeah, I think that's a good place to leave it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, share,
all that good stuff,
all that good shizness.
Mm-hmm.
This is your JJ host signing. And yeah, we'll catch you guys in a bit, people.